There is a strange tension you feel sometimes, a quiet pressure in your chest that doesn't come from stress or exhaustion. It comes from knowing that your soul is ready, but you keep postponing the return. You tell yourself you'll change later, pray later, fix things later. And yet, deep inside, something feels unsettled, as if your heart is waiting for you to stop running. Allah speaks to the soul before the mind catches up. That's why you feel drawn back, even when you try to distract yourself. The delay isn't because you don't believe. It's because you're waiting for a perfect version of yourself that doesn't need to exist. You think you need more discipline, more knowledge, more stability before you come back. But Allah never asked you to be complete before returning. He asked you to turn. Postponement is one of the quietest traps. It doesn't look like disbelief. It looks like intention without action. You still care. You still feel guilt. You still make dua in your heart. But days pass, then weeks, then months, and the delay becomes a habit. Shaitan doesn't always push you toward sin. Sometimes he simply whispers, "Not now." Your soul, however, lives in the present. It doesn't understand later. That's why it feels heavy when you ignore it. Every delayed prayer, every postponed repentance, every moment you say, "I'll start tomorrow," leaves a small mark. Not because Allah turns away, but because your heart slowly learns to live without responding. Here is the truth most people miss. Readiness doesn't come after action. Readiness comes from action. You don't feel close to Allah and then return. You return and then closeness grows. You don't wait for motivation to pray. You pray and motivation follows. The soul awakens through movement, not waiting. Allah knows exactly where you are. He knows what you've delayed and why. He knows the fear behind it, the shame behind it, the exhaustion behind it. And still, He calls you gently. Not with anger, but with reminders. That pull you feel isn't pressure, it's mercy. Think about how many chances you've been given. How many nights you went to sleep knowing you could have done better, yet still woke up with breath in your lungs. That alone is an invitation. Allah does not keep giving time to hearts He has abandoned. You are not behind. You are not late. You are paused. And a pause can end in one moment of sincerity, one honest prayer, one decision to stop postponing what your soul has been asking for all along. You don't need to fix your entire life tonight. You need one step, one prayer prayed with presence, one sin left behind, one sincere, "Ya Allah, I'm trying." That is enough for Allah to meet you with more than you expect. The most dangerous thought is believing you have time. The most powerful decision is realizing that this moment is already enough. Your soul is not waiting for tomorrow. It's waiting for your response now. If you feel this message settling into your heart, don't brush it away. Don't save it for later. Let this be the moment you stop postponing your return. Not because you're afraid, but because you finally understand. When the soul is ready, delay only creates distance, and Allah is closer than you think, waiting for you to take that first step back.